Prozac a day. Husband's a CPA. Her dreams went out the door when she turned 24. Only been with one man. What happened to her plan? She was gonna be an actress. She was gonna be a star. She was gonna shake her ass on the hood of Whitesnake's car. 2,000 years later. No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before. I'll be there for you. 'Cause you're there for me too. Are you ready? Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. That's the vibes.
Vocals.
Atlanta Records, where you at?
Yeah, okay, man. What are you dealing with?
We good, we
Episode
good.
2, we're here, live and direct
BOTS, yes.
Man,
Yeah.
we missed out Somali Day, so we want to apologize to all the viewers. You're trying to say a happy Somali Day. It's currently July 6th, but there's no rules at the end of the day.
Yeah, we're gonna
so
give them a catch up. We're gonna give them a catch up, 100%.
Madam, how did you guys spend your Somali Day?
How we spend our Somali Day?
We were all together.
Long day, long
We
day,
had
long.
a
Lot of
beautiful-
stories,
We had a
lot of
beautiful
chronicles.
Somali Day. Tony, talk to us about your Somali. What was going on with you?
To be honest, my night ended off me getting chased by 200 kids running like Barry Allen with a Somali flag on my back. We're in a cave.
What we did was, we were like, at the end of the day, this is the start of the podcast and the Somali Day. We caught fireworks on fireworks. We got beer ammunition. We were like, yo, let's just set out to a park and then let's just got his shit. You
Yeah,
know?
100%.
Kaboom.
And before we get into that story, we have a special
We have special
guest
guests
here
we have
today.
Shout out special guest.
Borso
He can
Win.
talk to himself. Big Borso Win.
Let
You
him
know
introduce
Borso Win
himself.
means, that means big bags. That means bag talks.
Yes, sir.
Borso Win, Bruce Win.
Shout
You get
out.
it?
Bruce Wayne.
Come on,
Bruce
man.
Wayne, pretty much. Thank you for having me,
Don't
guys.
let that
Yeah,
go.
man.
No
Yeah,
worries.
Quick
bro.
substitution for homie.
It's love for Benji Wilson.
Where's Benji? You guys are wondering.
If you guys see it right now, hopefully we'll have semi-vlog. He doesn't know how to record at the end of the day. Or if VOTS were worldwide, you know?
Yeah,
So
worldwide.
it's like we're
He's
taking
somewhere
over.
on
So
the
Tony,
surface.
Crack to us from the beginning to
I
the end
need
of
to
your
tell you
Somali. What do we
chronicles.
do?
Basically long day, but let me get to the story everybody wants to hear. I had a 10 ball. I seen kids high off nicotine. Fucking posted it up, rolling deep. And I decided, I was wearing a cape. I was feeling myself. I felt like the hero. I was feeling the neighborhood hero. So I said, let me just get adrenaline pumping, you know?
Yeah.
I shot at them.
Our plan was, let's just bark fireworks just to bark fireworks to sound like bird. But in the long distance, we seen kids with 48 bombs just smashing it at each other. Wallahi,
Let me give you 20 thoughts. Let me give you 20 thoughts. Let me give you some 20 thoughts. I'm thinking in my head, I'm saying, you guys are saying, you want to shoot in the air? I'm like, hell nah. I said, yo.
You seen them packing each other.
Yeah, I said,
you want to take
let
advantage.
me engage.
Mind you, tell them the numbers. How much were we and how much were them?
We were, I think, 7 to 8 people.
First of all, yeah, we're 6.
Some shit like
They're
that.
like 200 plus. Bikes on feet.
What were their ages? Give me an estimate.
From
16 to-
13 to 17.
Nah,
These
nah,
kids were off of nicotine.
But mind you, from far, it just looked like a fleet of niggas.
A
you
horde
know?
of
Oh my
kids.
God.
Fam, we didn't know what we were getting into, but you know, Tony's super Somali.
These kids spent their
Super-
days.
I
They
was-
spent
I was
their
the
day
hero, I was
going
the
to
hero.
jihad
The
and
voice was
Warzone,
calling me.
and they took all their adrenaline, all their anger from Warzone into Canada Day. We were celebrating Canada Day because at the end of the day, Canada Day was cancelled for the. Chris,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Fuck
Free man?
Canada Day.
Fuck Canada Day at the end of the day. So it's like, yo, we wanted to come
Whoa,
celebrate.
whoa,
and then
whoa,
we
whoa,
just see
whoa. We're
those
citizens
guys.
out here.
So it's like, yo, Tony, keep it going. So what did you
Okay.
do? You barked fireworks at
I
them?
birthed fireworks at them.
And
I was
what happened?
like, I'll say every shot I took, I'll say, brr, brr, brr. And I'll say, back, come get it back, and brr.
What happened right
And
after?
right after that, I just seen them running, and you know me, I had to turn on them jets.
About 2 of those shots actually
First of
hit
all,
someone.
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I was like, us 6, right? I lost you guys. You guys,
Well,
I don't
I
know where you
couldn't
guys are.
get
They're saying,
before
they're
that.
chasing me. They're saying, yo, it's the guy in the blue star. It's the
Before
guy in
that,
the.
before
They're
that.
disrespecting my flag. They're trying to
Out-
shoot.
Out of that 10 bomb he had, 2 of those shots probably hit. And as soon as the fire went out, these kids were like, bet.
On
All
site.
you seen on site,
On site.
bikes, kids running.
Get 'em.
And
First of
then
all.
these guys had 10 times the firepower
Wallahi, they
we
wanted
had.
it back in blood.
They wanted it
They
back
want-
in
they want 'em
blood,
back.
fam.
Your Sharks told me from a third person. I'm just running. Like right after that, I'm just
I knew-
running. I'm
I
so
knew- I
dumb.
knew
Like
you were-
get the.
I was a bit closer to you. It was you
Yeah.
and LBJ was recorded. I was a bit closer to you
You see
guys.
how fast Tony was
I
though? He
seen-
was the farthest and he got the farthest.
I'll run bikes. I was Barry Allen. That bitch. Holy.
Fam,
yeah.
we got chased.
Do you guys have videos of this?
Huh?
You
You
have
have videos?
clip-
Yeah,
beautiful,
we'll-
beautiful.
But yo, the
link
yeah,
for the YouTube people.
yeah, we could have had a better video, but the cameraman was.
It is a family.
I left him in the
Everybody
nose,
had to
but-
run.
was running.
fam.
He did the moment.
He was
He
running for his
didn't know
life.
that,
He
yeah.
didn't know who was squandered. We were all running. All you see, I got 2 tires to the point where I was laughing, fam. My stomach, I was laughing so hard, I was cramping. I was
But yo.
crying. KJ was in the car. We all stopped.
Did you
They
also
ran.
make-
They seen us. They're like, no, it's not them. It's the one in the blue.
Stop.
And this guy had
He's
a
just
Somali
speeding.
flag on it.
Yo, I
He
swear to
kept
God, when I
running.
was running, the adrenaline was pumping. I'm wearing a cape. The cape is fly like the wood, right? I just felt like Avenger.
Did
Yeah.
they touch you? Did they actually?
No.
Hell no.
He outran them all.
But you know what happened?
They gave
though?
up.
I was,
They
I was,
called
I was,
them
I was like,
speed
I'm running to a dead end. I'm running straight. I'm like, all right. They're still right behind me. These kids are hungry. These kids are on bikes. I'm on feet. I'm like, shit. Like my
Gone.
stamina. I'm like,
gave up.
fuck.
They're
All right, where
like,
should
yo,
I go? Where should I go?
This guy,
I had to hide in the bush.
They're like, yo, this guy's
After-
just speed deep and I'm on the floor, guys crying. I could not hold myself. I lost this guy, and then I see even Freeman and Freeman. We're like, yo, what if these guys try to actually put hands on Tony?
Yeah,
and then
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
he started running. I tried running, and I couldn't. He's like, so what?
Because you're taking
Yeah,
it. I
what's
had
the-
the
what's the
last
question, yeah.
firework.
But
But
shout
I
out
had the
Freeman though.
lighter.
Uh-huh.
Tony had the later, so I was like, I had to support backup, fam.
Yeah,
they're,
yeah.
they're getting closer, you know.
But you're
Man was in a bush, fam. He was skirting left, right. They didn't know where he was going.
Sharks and fellow pedestrians left me in the gutter.
Yeah,
but shout out
but-
Freeman though. I had to hell him up for that. It's okay. I was with me. The camera's with
But
me.
yo, your Mesquite temple wouldn't be able to do shit to
No,
them.
but you have to have something, fam. I'd rather go out in a blast than
That's
you know,
real shit.
go
That's
out
real
like
shit.
a
Touch me,
bitch.
fam. Right after that, they gave up on him. Everyone stopped. So it's just like a bunch of kids were all in the middle of the field. They got backdoored. I don't know if we have footage of it, but they got
Backdoored?
shot at.
They-
Yeah, they
backdoored
got
as
shot
in
at by
like, oh,
other
they got- okay.
niggas.
Uh-huh.
They got shot by
It's a
other
civil
niggas. and
war.
we're in the middle
Third
of
party,
we're
third
in-
party.
Yeah, we're in the middle of crossfire. This is
No,
just
no.
fighting each other both sides, and then we're just confused, running away, laughing. I just had to prone. I was prone. If you know what I mean, I was prone on the floor.
Sharks, I did not see you. Right after I ran, I seen
Ah,
red.
fam,
They seen
I-
red.
Go,
I
go,
seen.
go. Like, you
I
weren't
seen
there.
the blue
Where were
star.
you? Battle hat? You weren't there.
I was about already. I was about
Oh,
already.
no.
At the end of the day, Corti has to be found.
Nah,
My
don't worry.
physique isn't the same as it used to be. You know,
Oh,
I put on
no.
like a 1-2 pounds, fam. You know, it is.
You know what I
it
had
is.
to do too? Like when they were chasing me too, I had to spark up another cracker.
Yeah. Did you hit him?
For sure.
No, you didn't.
Didn't work.
I made a guy fall off the bike.
You
That's
destroyed the armor?
unseen footage. That's unseen
Did
footage.
you destroy the armor?
I destroyed their armor. They said no smoke. They surrendered. They surrendered.
Say no more. Say no more. Say no more.
Okay. Welcome to the voice of the sidewalk.
Mm.
Pedestrians with a voice, no block talk.
We spit some wisdom, no hot talk.
But you know we still in the streets because we jaywalk.
Fly like Jordan. We don't voice this, that, go talk.
No sheep, not livestock.
We keep peace streets and the sidewalks.
On time, like alarm clock.
On ground like a tread walk.
This that authentic talk.
Yo, free man, hit him with the ha ha
The
ha.
voice is the bomb.
Keep the sidewalks calm.
Voice.
So you know the panel. If you watch episode 1, I'm pretty sure you'll be familiar with the panel. One of our co-members is gone right now, but it is what it is. I go by Up T Sharks. You know, we got a man like Freeman Kaizuku in the cup.
Free man Kaizoku, you already know, man. Free from man, all shackles and shams.
20 gets dollars, 20 enterprises.
20
you know
enterprises
the
in the
vibes.
car. And if you heard earlier, boy, like Borso and Armando, he's
Borso,
our guy.
Borso.
Borso win, fam. He's
That's the
here in
guy,
the cut.
yeah.
One thing I
Sorry.
wanted to say, yo, real shit at the end of the day. We got immense love from episode 1. Immense love. And we want to shout out every single one of you guys. If you're listening to this right now, exos to you. Because at the end of the day,
100%.
you guys showed up for us. I didn't even think I had that many friends like that. Especially real friends. A lot of people supported. I had niggas snapping me, the flipping Charlie Chaplin skit, crying, fam. The regular episode,
Yeah, 100%,
crying.
100%.
They seen the
And
stories.
we got more in the vault for them
We got
too,
more
for
in the
sure.
vault at the end of the day. This
For
is
real.
something that
Inshallah,
we
yeah.
want to take our time with, inshallah. If we upload every week, it is what it is. If we don't bother us at the end of the day, you know? We will provide content that we are comfortable with.
And don't be shy to curious cat us.
Yeah, curious catters, send us anything you guys want.
Why
If you
does
guys wanna talk
sharks think
shit,
Somalis are Arabs?
This guy
That's
lying.
What happens at 2 a.m. with free man and sharks?
That's a different topic. That's a different
No,
topic.
for real, fam. Love to everyone who showed love. You know, just a couple, 1, 2, like people that kind of lost. You know, I see someone comment, yo. He said,
You wanna
why?
expose
Why, fam?
It's time to
Do it.
No, I gotta show love, and
No,
like,
this,
I'm
do
gonna
this.
call out the little goose. Man's are like, yo, they commented on our promotion. They're like, why Somalis are embracing the thug life culture.
Not
Fam,
They got it all
we talked
twisted.
about PLP, you
We're
know,
talking
showing
about
that
peace,
love.
love,
That
prosperity.
guy didn't watch it then.
Yeah,
we're the
yeah.
Sidewalks, not the
That's
street.
brother. And another, this one's the funniest, fam. Nigga said, UK niggas weird.
And there's a
Yeah.
and there's a Canada
Oi, bro,
flag. with
shut
the-
up. Shut up.
We're from Canada.
We're from
Come on.
Canada. Romando.
That's blind hate then. He didn't even watch the shit.
That's what we all like.
That's
Everyone
blind
in
hate.
England.
Okay, though,
are
he's
right
You
now.
seen them
Commenting,
skis? You know the
liking.
skis? The skis are a UK tradition. You know those ones?
It's not a
Yeah.
UK tradition. The skis, the streets condition, man. Niggas think we're live in the
Open up.
streets. We're the sidewalks. We're
Civilians.
civilians. We're cool people.
We pay taxes.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I pay taxes. If I'm at a red light, I'm not driving by.
Shout 20 don't
a
pay
whole
taxes,
stop.
20 gets dollars.
Yeah.
Unemployment boys up. Nah, I'm employed. 20 enterprise.
Okay,
Self-made
man,
boon.
I wanted to talk about one thing, and this is something I was talking to one of my niggas on the side, and it comes into play. Why are people more sensitive? And let me add on to that. Why isn't comedy, whether it's comedy genre movies, comedy skits, comedy specials, bumping like they used to be?
Sitcoms. and stuff
All the
like that.
sitcoms, it's like, yo, everyone's more prone to sensitivity now. It's like, yo, I have examples on the side of multiple people, whether it's something from their past coming up and they have to write a whole paragraph. They have to get the whole PR representatives to write a paragraph. I apologize for this. I was young, I was back in the day. But at the end of the day, as a human, if you don't make a mistake, how are you supposed to evolve? No evolution at the end of the day, because I'm not a monkey, but how are you supposed to evolve?
You know what it is, though? You have to realize the media industry and all that, they understand that. But their thing is they want to build you up. When you're the underdog, yeah, let's support him, build him up. But when they want to build you up to the point where they want to break you down. That's all it is.
That's all
It's
it
like,
is.
yeah, even shows and movies, they all die down. Like, what happened? I know the good old days are the good old days, but it's like sitcoms and stuff like that became more
Like, you guys
sensitive and
think
stuff,
the
right?
movie White
It's-
Chicks would work like in this
Fuck
time?
No.
Nah.
Do you guys know? Let me show you guys this video. You guys know this video about a guy asking
yeah.
in the movie.
Can I get your number?
Yeah, can I get your number? Okay, girl with a ponytail, up that dude, whatever.
That's
it is.
sexual harassment.
To be honest, it's a comedy skit.
But it's comedy.
Back
But
in the day,
Back in the day.
that's
Mad TV, yeah.
that's a view. Mad TV, it's Mad TV. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. I want to give a shout out to them. That's a video I grew up with, and that's video my dad knows about. It. My dad laughs. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It just came up on Twitter. I bookmarked it. I'm just scrolling down. People are like, yo, this feels a little discriminatory towards black men. People are like posting fucking Dr. Umar in the comments. Like, what? Comedy, in essence, it's supposed to be disrespectful in a sense. Then it's just supposed to
100%.
be, yo, don't catch feelings.
It's supposed to be a
That's
big
what-
joke.
Yeah.
Well, Dave
it's a
Chappelle
joke.
said that.
Exactly.
He said, how are we all gonna get along if we can't laugh at each other? You know,
Exactly.
There's no group that's supposed to be
100%.
like.
But
hey,
elaborate
off
on
limits.
that. Like,
He's basically saying, if I can make a joke about an Indian person, a black person, then a white person gets a smoke too, because we should all laugh at each other. You know.
100%, yeah.
And that whole Dave Chappelle situation, I remember, I don't know if you guys watched his special where he was just going in on transgenders.
Oh, 100%.
But the way he did it was so elegant. It wasn't like a
Fam,
disrespect.
that was top tier comedy. It had me
Wait,
rolling
yo,
from
when did
beginning
when
to
did
end.
that pop up? When
It's
did
a
that come
Netflix,
out?
it's a Netflix special.
No,
I
but
don't-
which special is
The car
that?
with the gay guy and the
yeah,
black
all
chick
the,
to it.
and then
Yeah.
he proposed the whole movie idea of a superhero movie. There's one where it's a gay superhero, and another one where it's another superhero who's born and raised in Texas. In order for him to activate his superpowers, he has to slap a girl's pussy. So much people got offended because of it.
Yeah,
And then
it's
I'm
crazy.
just baffled. I'm like, yo, do people not have a sense of, like, yo, what do niggas find funny now?
And even people found it sensitive when we were like homosexual, you know?
People were trying to say at the end of the day, yo, you guys are weird, you guys gay. No! I love mandom. You guys, fam, at the end of the day, I don't sexualize the mandom. At the end of the day, yo, hell me, crow. That's mandom.
That's love, that's love, that's love, that's love. POP.
Because at the end of the day, fam, I want to show the mandom.
Yeah.
God forbid it happens to any of you guys, but let's say you guys drop, whether it's a sensitive gun violence or you guys just drop regularly. I want you guys to know that I love you guys.
Okay.
That's real
But
shit.
Yeah.
that's
real
real,
love.
100%. I
Yeah.
agree with you. But the wording, though, I can see why people can kind of. You know what I mean?
Tell him shut up. Tell him
Don't-
shut up.
all right.
Yeah,
Tell
and
him
that just
shut
comes
up.
off.
okay.
Yeah, that just comes off how
The
people
wording,
are
yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wording is-
that's how
wording
people
is-
like.
yeah,
It just
but-
comes off
To
like.
be honest,
The meaning behind it, truly,
Yeah.
100%. I
It's
agree.
whatever you interpret as. If you in your nasty brain want to think of it, if you want to sexualize it, that's you at the end of the day. We are friends that grew up with each other. But I met you not too long ago.
Yes, sir,
You're a
yes,
good,
sir.
genuine brother.
Yeah.
But these guys, fam, I knew them for what?
Yeah,
10
from
plus
years,
fam.
years,
So
years,
it's like at the end of the
years.
day, these guys are family to me.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, with jokes like that, I can say shit like that.
But
and
yeah,
I know
that's
they
like
won't
that's
bat
our
an
own
eye.
example of like how people are sensitive to comedy now. You know?
A lot of people
That's supposed to be, you know?
the thing that's mad is it's our own people.
It's our own people
Fam,
too,
our
yeah.
people.
Yeah, yeah.
Fam,
That's
Somali
fine,
culture,
yeah.
Somali culture. One thing is, there's I don't know if you guys know. I'm not gonna say names, but fam, there's a lot of Somali habras or uncles. Their nicknames, they're not this. It's some disrespectful
Yeah,
outlandish
100%.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
I know.
Farah,
Yo, yo,
what'd you
yo, no, 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 no.
Ooh, that's
Wallah, I know a
Father
whole.
for the win. Some
I
shit
know,
like that.
I know,
Fam, they had
yo,
war,
yo,
like-
yo.
Halim
I know a whole,
Sakati.
yeah. I know a whole Somali pops named. I know a whole Somali pops.
Don't
Like, my
expose
pops
it, don't
calls Blue,
Who blue?
Yeah, that's
What
a
is called
dark-
in blue?
cause he's dark as hell.
He's black, he's blue.
He said black. He said blue.
So it's like, yeah,
You
then-
should I rate them, fam. They have tough skin. Wow.
That's real shit. It's not even tough skin. That's comedy. So it's like, yo, when the second gen Somali or people are like our age trying to be like, yo, you guys are weird. You guys talking about, yo, shut up.
You know what it is, fam?
The truth hurts.
Because that generation, fam, they weren't afraid of their insecurities. You know, they embraced it. Us, we just have a bunch of sensitive people that have insecurities that don't want to accept it, and then it's just lashing out. You know.
But how
That's
can
real
you
shit.
be real if you like
Exactly.
people?
How can you ever be real if you don't accept your human flaws, fam? Because then
That's
you
what I'm
will
on.
never be perfect.
Forget the fact that it's
Tony
human flaw.
Fox.
Let's say if I'm on a pod, if I'm talking shit, if I'm talking shit about Freeman, if I'm talking shit about Tony, fam, at the end of the day, I know they won't get hurt. Why are you, the listener, getting emotional?
I'm pointing at you right there. Yeah, you
whoever-
sitting there.
Why are you getting emotional? Shut up. At the end of the day, let us do our own thing. If you're listening and supporting us, thank you. We appreciate it.
But if you
At
show
the end of the-
love-
if you're listening just to show hate, please turn off whatever platform you're listening to and beat it live and
Nah,
direct.
actually stay. Well, I stay. Subscribe, comment, fam. Come in the hate, fam. Please hate. Bring all the hate.
You
Oh,
are-
you're promoting PLP and
Man,
you're talking about
PLP, but
hate.
guess what? I can't stop you for hate. I don't change people, fam.
Is it?
The love gang here, the hate gang, fam. You want to be here?
That's
Fam,
real
cool
shit.
it over there, fam.
I
If you
have,
want
I have another
Lovers
example.
and
Views of views still, right?
Yeah.
Wallahi, fam.
Jesus.
Real
Yeah.
shit.
I have another example. I want to say.
Listeners
It's
and
Kevin
listeners.
Hart. He made this tweet January 11th, 2011. I have the exact receipts.
Wow.
He said, "Yo, if my son
One,
comes
one,
home
one, one,
and
one.
tries, he said, yo, if my son comes home and tries to play with my daughter's dollhouse, I'm gonna break it over his head and say, and my voice, stop. That's gay." At the end of the day, yo. if
Wait,
he-
pause. In the way he did it though, the lead up and everything, it was a joke.
It was satire.
You know what
it was
I mean?
satire, 100%.
And it's just like, yo, at the end of the day, even if past the joke shit, that's like real life like thing he has to think about as a young person, a black man
Yeah.
who grew up in a different type of era.
In fact,
fam.
he grew up in Philly. He grew up in the ends.
Exactly. So like,
Yeah.
it's not weird for him to have that kind of like. He didn't say, "Oh, if my son is gay, I'm gonna fucking cut his dick off or something."
Fam,
No,
when
he
he
just
when
said,
he was first starting out as a comedian, I don't know which club, which fucking club he used to go to. He used to flip and have a comedy skit, a whole 10-minute section at a male strip club. So it's like, and then what he
Ooh,
called him,
Kevin
Kevin
Hart?
Hart. So imagine telling jokes at a male strip club. So it's like, yo, the guy and the man are doing their own thing, and then right after, in between it, you have a flipping, what's it called again, a comedy skit. You know what his name was back in the day? It used to be Lil Kev the Bastard. At the end of the day, his dad abandoned them. That's hilarious. He's talking shit about himself. People don't find it
Yeah,
sensitive.
that's what it. Do you take it all the like all the big comedians and stuff like back from Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, like etc. Do you just take it in? They all like what you call it. They all used to diss themselves, you know.
Because
They-
those
they
guys,
come-
those guys
yeah.
are OGs, fam.
It's like
they're
laugh
older
at me.
heads.
It's like
yeah,
laugh
they're
at me.
older heads. At the end, they know how to handle a joke. They
It's
have
like the
tough
best
skin.
comedy it's not sensitive.
That's
Exactly.
real shit.
That's what I noticed.
So it's like, yo, and this is one issue that the world goes through right now. Cancel culture. It's cancel culture that digs up your history. They'll try to dig us up. But one thing I will never fold, unless it's some mod shit and then what's it called? Like, so, I said some outlandish shit. Like, yo, if anyone has my COD lobbies, my parties, I'm done for. I'm canceled 100%.
Yeah.
So the shit I said on
100%.
God is done for. But it's like, yo, cancel culture will try to come. They'll dig up your past. Try to be like, yo.
But those lobbies are the funniest though.
Yeah, I think because everyone has thick skin. But cancel culture will be like, no, you should be canceled. This is this. You offended me. This is this. You spoke about my mother. You spoke about no.
Yo, Sharks.
It
Did you hear
depends.
about that story about that kid? Like, you know how PlayStation parties now are recorded now?
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah,
heard
it's
about that
recorded
story
now,
about
yeah.
that kid, like, that killed himself, like, getting this.
No, elaborate. Go ahead.
Basically, some kid, like, was getting roasted in the party, getting flamed,
Yeah.
and he
By
offed
who?
himself
By who?
by his homies in a party.
It depends.
Yeah.
Is his dogs them or is the
Random.
I don't even know the deeps in that, but I just know it's like friends. He's in a party, he's getting roasted.
It depends, to be
He
honest.
commit
Like, yo,
suicide.
If niggas,
Yeah.
depends how deep you guys are going. If you guys all know each other, okay, yo, whatever we say
Yeah.
now, don't take it to heart, then that's acceptable. Because, yo, I don't want to make fun of a person
Yeah,
who
100%.
committed
But it's
suicide.
easy.
Yeah.
Everyone's easily able to tell a difference between a joke and a diss. We can
Yeah.
tell when you're trying to get at someone, you're trying to
Yeah.
hurt them.
If
But if it's
And you know, I
a
noticed
joke
too-
is
yeah.
more something you're just like, you're laughing about the shit that we cry about in real life. But when comedy's supposed to take that, you know, that bad feelings where comedy's supposed to, you know,
Yeah.
make us feel just like
It's
laugh at
supposed
life,
to,
you
it's
know.
supposed to,
100%.
it should be like an escape to reality. You're laughing. Laughing is something that you should enjoy. You shouldn't laugh at. In fact, then there's a lot of, it's exactly nowadays. When you compare comedy back in days and you compare comedy nowadays, a lot of shit's PC now.
Yeah.
Like if you check fucking Kevin Hart's new fucking comedy special. I
Yeah,
hate it.
yeah,
one
the
he
new
did in Toronto,
and the
fam.
COVID one
Yeah,
too,
the
and all
COVID
that.
time. You think I watched that shit? No, fam. Those jokes
But,
are
yeah.
all scripted.
You know what I blame it on too? Is like the social media. Like social media makes people more sensitive. I noticed.
Social
Like the
media-
more people use and stuff, people get
It
sensitive.
gives
and stuff.
everyone a platform.
Yeah.
It gives everyone a platform.
And
where
everybody
they can
feels the
just
type
talk
of way.
shit.
Yeah,
You know
for
what
sure.
I hate about social media though?
What?
Fake pranks, fam. I hate that. Why is
It's
that
prank,
a thing?
bro. It's prank.
Elaborate.
Like
Go
when you
ahead.
see videos of like, oh, my girlfriend, you know, I'm gonna cheat on her, and then like, it's so like scripted and bad acting. It's just fake. Like the whole point of a prank is supposed to be surprising, spontaneous, and you're supposed to make somebody like.
Pranks are shit nowadays.
Yeah.
If you talk about public experiments, that's what people call it nowadays. Public experiments, where they just go to malls, they just tweakle people out of nowhere. Fam, there's one person I want to say, and I want to use him as an example. I was talking to Tony on the side. A man like Boom Gang, that guy, he became famous off of stealing shit from people and recording
Yeah,
it. That's yeah, in my opinion. Okay, the first few times, ha, maybe it's fake, maybe it's not. It was mod. And then the concept of it being mod never left my mind. But
Yeah.
the fact that there's a lot of people right now that are famous for a bunch of stupid shit.
Yeah,
And I feel like,
100%.
yo, he's one of them.
And you know what you wonder too? You're wondering what happened to talent. It's
That's
like
right.
nobody, you don't need talent. Like,
Anyone can
but at the
become
same
famous
time,
now.
you know what I noticed too? It's like, yo, you never know what happens behind the scenes. You just see what they produce.
But that's
So
the
like
thing,
anybody could be a fugazi behind the scenes. That's the thing too, you know.
And it's just like I feel
So
like
the fake pranks and stuff, like,
the game is just saturated because there's more lanes now. You know,
Yeah,
before if you
100%.
wanted to be on a TV screen, you have to bring talent. You have to show people that you have a craft. You have to go to Hollywood and prove to them. You know.
Yeah, even
But
like-
now it's
Fuck
just like
Hollywood, fuck
I know.
Hollywood.
That's what I'm
look
saying. But I'm just saying, to use an example. There's less lanes. You know. But now it's just everyone has your phone is
Yeah.
a lane. You know. So like whether or not you have talent, it's just about I put it out there, get my clout.
yeah.
There's
It's
a
like
lot-
artists back in the day, Biggie, Pac, and stuff. It's like they opened their lane up. You know, it used to be one lane. Like Biggie bring
no-
hip hop and stuff like that, and like
Any-
right now
any-
you see
anything-
more
anything that
versatile,
comes out-
right?
Anything that
See a
comes
black
out
guy
where
doing
people-
R&B.
Where anything that comes out where people see opportunity of, yo, I can make profit from this, it'll become an oversaturated community within time. But at the end of the day, fam, let's say, yo, I know there's a lot of people, like, let's say on TikTok, social media, that make top tier pranks. There's a nigga like, yo, imagine I seen a video of a guy fishing. I don't know who it is exactly. It's on TikTok. It's hilarious. He's fishing. He's fishing, and then he has munchies on the side. He's like, yo, a guy came up to him. He's like, yo, you have anything to eat? The guy's like, nah, I'm sorry, I don't. He handed him McChicken. That's just hilarious. So it's like, yeah.
What does that mean though?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but it's hilarious. Those type of comedy or the pranks or whatnot, those are funny. But if you're going to people staying in their gear, if you're going to fucking LV stores, staying in flipping LV belts, you're a bean, fam.
But you know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is? People see us like people have to laugh at me. not laugh with you.
Laughing at you is okay.
That's laughing at you.
I don't mind. People can laugh at me at the end of the day. But if you're being a menace to society for views, then you're a goofball.
But then they look at it like, oh, it was funny.
Fam, at the end of the
Boonk was hilarious. Were you not laughing at Boonk videos?
I was laughing, but you fam, it was mine.
Yeah,
Okay,
but you're laughing
let me
because
give-
not you.
Let
Then
me,
you get
let
it?
me give you another example.
Yeah.
Fat boy with SS, whatever.
Yeah,
his
Fat
name
Boy
is.
SSE,
Fam,
right?
this guy got famous over going to Subway.
And
We
Staining
all know-
cookies.
We all know how, not even Staining cookies. We all know how Subway cookies are probably top 3 of all
He's like,
time.
give me more.
Yeah, fam,
Yeah, I
not even
remember
give
that.
me
Yeah,
more,
yeah.
fam. He'd eat a Subway cookie, he'd dash it at the worker. Give me more. Give me.
Yeah, no,
Fam,
that was funny.
that's
That was
a-
funny.
It
That
was
was
funny,
hilarious, wallah.
but he's a menace to society at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He got famous. Whether he went into the route of rapping at the end of the day. Yo,
Right.
that's not common.
Prior to that, the way he got famous was he was eating a Big Mac.
Yeah.
And one of his niggas just slaps it out of his hand, and he genuinely gets mad. My nigga, what the fuck?
That's his friends
that was
menace to
really
society
funny.
too.
And
If
you
guys-
even see them, he even used to go behind the pizza store saying, where's my pizza? Where's my
I think he
pizza?
started that way. Well, you know how like what's that guy's name? I think Fucker in the Six copied him.
Okay,
Remember?
now,
Yeah.
Fucker in the Six, that guy, to be honest with you, I rated him. That guy was
Top tier.
hilarious.
Top tier.
Even
Top
though he was,
tier.
maybe I'm being selective. That guy was a menace to society, but
Yes.
he was hilarious. And this guy went to flip an OVO store, he sparked up a backwood, fam. This
That
guy
was
is-
wa- that's
he's a
Wasi.
demon.
That's Wasi.
He's a demon.
One of his funny-
that's
one of his
gold.
funnier videos?
That's
Was the pedophile one where he chases pedophiles and he like
gotta put him in the
That
Toronto Hall
one
of Fame
was-
for that.
Mwah, that was hilarious.
If
That
you're
was
doing videos of exposing, I'm not sure if you guys know what's that big black guy. What's his name right now?
Big black guy.
That streamer.
Edie.
Edie. He got
something.
exposed,
Yeah.
fam. Right now, fam. He's a comedian. He's a Philadelphia Eagles fan. That's all I know him for. He just does mod videos. His memes are flipping all over the place, so
Yeah.
anyone can recognize it if you
Yeah.
see it. But fam, what's it called again? He's messaging a random bot account, telling her, I think she's 13 years old, telling her he's like, yo, I want to slay your dragon type shit.
What?
He's making medieval references,
Yeah,
and then they
What?
call her. He's like, okay, yo, they're like, yo, book me this place. He came outside. He's like, yo, you're trying to book. People recorded. You're trying to book 13-year-olds. What's wrong with you? No, please.
His
fam.
excuse
You're
was,
gonna-
I'm
yeah.
trying to get a cupcake. Yeah. You see the
They're
video?
like,
I'm
fam,
trying
he's
to get a cupcake.
crying. He's like, yo, you guys are gonna destroy my career.
Because it
this,
is.
this.
It ultimately
It
is.
would, fam.
It did.
Like, he said it did, 100%. He's not gonna go prison for it, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
all the
I have a question though.
sponsorships, all
Did
the
Chris
money is
did,
gone.
did Chris Hansen pull up like when he went to the function?
Chris, what?
Hansen
Hansen.
pull up when Diana went to the function.
Dateline NBC.
Nah.
Hello. Sit down.
But yeah, pretty man. What were you
Yo.
about to say? You had a point you wanted to reference. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Freeman be sweating. Don't get it twisted,
fight.
guys. Who wears Freeman's bars?
All of us, fam. Freeman's
Chill,
cool,
chill.
fam.
I'm Freeman's
Freeman.
ghostwriter.
Freeman.
Don't get it
Freeman's
twisted.
Cold feet right now. It's cold feet.
Respect that man's pen.
Yeah, real shit, fam. As I said in the first episode, fam, if you want to create any content business, have a pole on the side at the end of the day.
He
'Cause
seduces you?
We'll skip
Whoa,
past that.
whoa,
'cause
whoa. You
I
ain't
don't-
tell me
people-
right there. You ain't
Yo.
tell me. You ain't tell me. That's too late.
I don't.
Yeah, just to double down, guys. Up to Sharks is the homosexual. Everyone else heterosexuals.
Whoa.
Yeah, see, Jamie,
Man, I'm a homosexual.
touch me.
That's
Touch
my
me.
dog
Touch
for
me.
sure.
But what was the other topic you wanted to delve into, Free man? Go into it.
So,
This is it's funny, but it's kind of sad too, cause like
Free man thoughts right now.
Don't tell
Go
me
ahead.
it's my... Okay.
Nah.
FT, we're FaceTime right now.
we
See
just
man
want
thoughts.
to
Right.
in general is basically like under the umbrella of hood tendencies. You know,
Okay.
I'm not saying it from the perspective like, oh, you know, we're niggas in the hood. You know, we're actually out here on the streets doing shit. No, I'm just saying it from the perspective of a civilian on the sidewalk. You know, because I realized that even though that
pedestrian.
lifestyle we're not in it, it indirectly affects everything around it and the whole city too as well, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like one tendency or one like symptom that came out of that is like paranoia.
Okay.
All over the board. And there's different levels to it, you know? Maybe hood niggas first of all have a
Different. They're
paranoid.
paranoid.
it's like
Fam,
hood
different,
instincts,
you know?
like
Fam,
a spidey sense,
I've
like,
been,
you know?
I've been with
Yeah.
Mandem. We're just vibing. They're looking over their shoulder 24/7. Yo, a random car passes by. Yo, is that a undie? What? No, fam. That's Hawa. Shut up.
Whoa. Is that a name bomb? Bleep that out.
Fabricated. Fabricated.
Whoever How is, shout
Shout
out
out.
to you. Yeah, but it's a random name, you know. But stay fam. At the end of the day, got not just Mandem, not just street niggas. It got to me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like it seeped to everybody. And like, okay, now let's talk about our paranoia because that's more relatable. You know, I'm not gonna,
100%.
we can't delve into something we
Yeah,
never
we can't speak for
experienced.
other people,
Exactly.
but we can speak for ourselves.
So, for example, like us, you know, like if I'm out here doing a podcast recording, I don't want to be out here too late, you know, especially like once it reaches like after 11, it feels kind of
You talking about after 11, fam? I grew up on the mentality. As soon as Maghrib time hits, the shaitans are out. So I'm inside.
Yeah, Maghrib is sunset.
Oh,
Maghrib
100%,
sunset, yeah.
fam. And the
Live.
demons out here, fam. We're talking about both of them.
I'm
They're-
talking about
Yeah.
both demons.
But I have a question for you guys. I have a question.
Jinnis and ins,
Yeah,
fam.
I have a question though. Like, I know none of us have weapons that I know of. Like, you know, some people out there are armed and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like,
armed.
what sort of your...
Yeah,
Alright.
Pen
He's
is
armed
my
with a
blade.
pen. He's armed with a pen, fam. Live. Help me,
I paused there
fam.
for a
The
second.
pen's a
I was
weapon.
about to kick Freeman out of the studio for saying that. For self-snitching even.
Are you crazy, man?
That's what it was. But,
Go
like,
ahead, what's your question?
it's like, okay, I know, like, none of us are armed that I know of. Like,
Yeah.
me personally, I can speak for myself, right?
You speak for all of us. Shut
Yeah,
up, fam.
yeah. No, I speak for myself.
You
I don't
speak
know.
for all
I
of
don't
us.
know.
None of us are with it. Shut up.
No, but
Continue on your
I don't know what's in your. You know
Continue
what
on
I'm
your
saying? I
question.
will look under your
What's your
shirt.
side
I'm
bag,
not.
fam?
question. Shut up.
I'm not
fam.
that,
I'm
like,
sorry.
you know what I'm
Continue
saying?
on with your question.
But anyways, I'm like, or how would you like? How do you like? What's your weapon?
What's my weapon? I don't
Like
have
how
one.
like say like, I think to myself too like it could be
Bear
your
mace.
car, huh?
Bear mace.
Bear mace.
If you're
That shit's
referencing, if your question is, how do I
Yeah, how do you, like,
how do I counterattack the
Yeah,
streets
yeah.
and paranoia?
Yeah, how do you
with my-
counterattack?
how do
Yeah,
I do it
exactly,
is
exactly.
By moving as smart as I possibly can.
100%.
Okay,
And
before
the
we
way-
talk
Go
about the
ahead.
solution, let's
Yeah.
delve into a little bit more.
Yeah,
So let's maybe
100%,
like
go.
kick some stories just to get them understanding. Like,
Yeah.
what is this feeling?
Who has a
you
story
know?
of a paranoia situation where they were just
Up
out
to
and about
you,
and
up to
something?
you guys.
I have
You
one,
tell
but
us.
whoever has you have story, more story. I have situations.
Who's gonna break
There's
the ice?
been fam. I've had many situations where I've been fear for my life. Fam. Imagine being at a ball court in my ends. It's nighttime. Niggas just playing basketball, vibing out. It's summer. Summer. We have 3 months of summer. The rest of the time it's cold. Why
Yeah,
can't I
100%.
enjoy outside? So it's like, fam.
No,
all
real
you
ballers hoop at
Huh?
October. Real ballers hoop outside. To
I'm not a real hooper at the end of the day. I'm
speaking
more
for
to-
Tony.
Season Uber.
I'm a soccer player, fam.
Yeah.
So
Season
it's like,
Uber.
fam, my shit form. I'm trying to just enjoy a good time. So it's
Yeah.
like, yo, imagine being at the ball court and all you see is a fucking black motorcycle just and a car right behind it just speed up to you. And there's about like 10, 11, 13 of us on a court, all man up just vibing out. It's niggas I trust. Then it's on you guys, but I have many situations. So it's like, yo, we're all just vibing out. They just come, pull up. Fam, this is niggas I know. What's niggas from the ends, fam? They were just trying to scare us just to scare us. That's that paranoia, fam. Paranoia is steeps into every single one of us.
100%.
Whether it's street niggas, whether it's because at the end of the day, Toronto's wild, fam.
And you know it's like too. You know it's like too. It's like watching like taking shortcuts at nighttime, going in those like dark roads and
It
stuff.
gets
You know,
scary,
you double think those.
Yeah.
It got to the point where even not only are we have that little paranoia, even our dukes, you know, like every time I walk on my crib or every time it's a CP24 news alert, a Somali boy is killed or something happens, my mom, the first thing she looks at me, yo, you know, like, yo, don't go outside for too long. If I come home late, 1 a.m. or something, she'll be like, yo, you know, like, where were you? Who were you around? You know, obviously I'm not that guy. And I think my mom knows in her heart I'm not that guy. But just
she
because
fears, yeah.
of the paranoia, it brings an illusion to all of us. And it really takes up our, like, daily life. Because daily life should just be, like, you know, productivity, resting. And, you know, that's what you should really do.
To add on to what you're saying about you know what I mean, we look like somebody. You know what I mean? We look like somebody. We can be mistaken for somebody else. You know
We
what I
are 4 black
mean?
men.
not even blackness, attire.
Yeah,
Exactly.
attire too. Like
We wear
tech-
street clothes.
Bro,
You know
I
what I
couldn't
mean?
even. I
It's
couldn't
like wearing
even have,
hiking
like,
a Nike
Yes.
sweater. That's what they
You
wear.
look
We're
like
random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna dress.
Niggas think just because, fam, we have a tech fleece on, we're selling work.
No,
if you have a side back with a passport, flipping candies and fucking
Jolly Ranchers, yeah.
Jolly Ranchers,
Yeah.
you have a gun on you.
You have
That's,
a gun on you.
that's what
Mhm.
niggas think.
Yeah.
That's what Toronto
100%.
became about.
Side bags are
Continue-
reach, but
continue
yeah,
with
for
your
sure.
point, brother.
Dorsal,
But yeah, no, it all boils down to like, you could be mistaken for somebody else. Although you're not that person, although you're not in that life, you could be at the wrong place at the wrong time, essentially.
Yeah.
Add on to Freeman's point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SubhanAllah,
And
fam.
it's
There's a lot of-
crazy because, you know, something so regular as just a hairstyle, right?
Yeah.
For us, or just for me personally, right? I grew my hair out, you know, for like the last year. I just cut it recently.
Mhm. You're on some J. Cole shit. Yeah.
Crazy afro,
You're
fam.
on some J. Cole shit.
Up to date.
To that point, fam, like anytime I saw like any Somali up to you or Hubyat or my even my own parents, fam, like the way they look at me, fam, it's like just a look, not a look of disgust, but like a look of like some like underneath so much worry. They don't care about how I look. They just care about, yo, like,
How your
fuck,
appearance
like,
is to
this
other
guy,
people.
he might be on the street one day, and he might just be mistaken for a next guy, you know?
Is it?
And, like, me, I'm just trying to, you know, it's my daily life. It's just how I'm expressing myself in that moment. But even that little thing in my life, I have to, like, reconsider, think about it. I'm like, you know, like, okay, you know, I might have to cut my hair just to kind of show my dukes at the end of the day, like, you know, like, I'm not that guy, and, you know, like, I'll quell your worries
you
a
want-
bit,
you want
even
to
though,
keep-
like, this worry shouldn't have been there. You know, like, this is all I could do in this moment, you know, because the paranoia it's much bigger than me. So at this point, the most I could do is just quell the flames, you know, just
Real shit.
cool it down.
And fam, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not sure about our pedestrians, but I relate to what you said right there, fam. There's been certain situations, let's say I get a taper, let's say I wanna grow my afro out, I just wanna get twisties, whatever. I just wanna look good for myself at the end of the day, because I don't want, fam, it's not the 90s where you have to, or Somalis where you have to be bald in order to look good. At the end of the day, I want to look good for myself. So it's like, but my parents be like, yo, what if other people are gonna think something else of you? They're like, yo, Sharmake, we're miskina to you're a regular guy, but I'm maybe let's say I'm not miskina, but I'm a regular guy, fam. I'm not involved in the streets. I work a day job, I pay my taxes, I go to school. I'm as normal, as regular as any dude could possibly be. And other niggas, just gonna see me, they're gonna be like, yo, he's rocking gear. Let me stay in his gear. Yo, he's rocking a side bag. He must be one of the mandem. Let me slide.
Molly,
Exactly.
you're a Molly
Fam,
with the shit.
there's go ahead, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony has a beautiful point that he wants to bring
It's
up.
crazy
on.
too,
Yeah.
and it doesn't even have to come to like attire or anything or the way you look or anything too. Because like me, I know, like in my ends, I'm not gonna say
No,
it,
no,
like,
no,
but-
no, yeah,
no names, like a old, like a father, you know, like
Yeah,
a old
one of
old
the
folk,
dads-
old
one of the
folk.
dads in the ends.
Yeah, one of the unks in the ends, right? He came from the mosque. He's wearing like the throw of a khamis.
Okay.
He got shot at.
Subhanallah. Subhanallah.
See, like stuff like that, like he's wearing a throw.
That's how
like
Toronto is,
people could see him, like he's an
I'm
old
not
man.
Sure, I'm not sure if you know about
Exactly.
that whole Regent Park video where it was Ramadan times. There was a brother.
Yeah, I definitely
CCTV
seen that too.
there's
A
CCTV
while
The gun
ago.
jammed.
He's on the phone,
The
fam.
gun
He's wearing a
jammed.
khamis. He just came out of Tarawih.
Yeah.
Two niggas pulled up on him, tried to bark at him. The gun jam. Fam, that's a sign from it.
Yeah, guys.
It wasn't his time
exactly.
to die that
Yeah.
Oh,
night.
your time.
It was
Yeah,
his
And
time
you
to
guys-
die. But then there's
yeah.
the thought of niggas going to a guy with a khamis trying to bark
Yeah,
close
100%.
range.
It's AM. And you know what's crazy
Back
too?
turn too.
Back
Yeah,
turn, fam,
it came to a point where it's like not even attire or the way you look and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I
Fam,
know a
Just
lot of
get back-
innocents that
if you're at a certain postal code, is get back in.
exactly. And yo, it's like you see that, right? It's like you see that, like we're in the environment, right?
Yeah.
We're in the environment that goes on, right?
Mhm.
And it's like we see that. It's like we're like more aware, like yo, he's wearing a throw, I'm wearing normal clothes like the other people wear,
Yeah.
you know, like hood or not, like sidewalk or street people.
You understand.
It's like, yeah, you're gonna be on your toes more and stuff, and it's like it makes you more like awareness and stuff.
Forget that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if I see a regular Somali dude on the streets, I'm not gonna come to him on that whole rah tips. If I see a regular guy wearing a khamis, I'm not gonna come to him with rah. Both
100%.
brothers, I'll come to you. Assalamu alaikum. If you're not Muslim, hi, how's your day? I'm just trying to have a regular conversation because I want to.
Do you understand that this, what we're talking about,
And it's
our
getting promoted
reality,
way more even.
this is not normal. Like, I know this is normal for us, but like, imagine this, like somewhere else in the suburbs, there's a white community that their lifestyle, they're not thinking about that. There's a kid named Brian who's probably growing his hair, enjoying himself, not thinking about when I step outside, somebody in my community is gonna, you know, get me, line me, do something crazy to me, you know?
Yeah.
So why is this our reality? And it's become normal for us. And we got to break out of it because, you know, we live around it so much, we have to accept it. But, like, it's like that mentally I had to tell myself, like, yo, I'm going to stay on my P's and Q's, you know, watch out. But at the same time, I got to step out and realize that this is not normal. Because if I just let it go on let it just go on and be a part of it, because it affects your daily life, fam. Because if you're paranoid, some people have different levels of anxiety or whatever.
Yeah.
That paranoia leads to you just not like doing anything. That
Anything
time
you
you're
wanna do for
paranoid,
your life.
you could have been doing something productive for your life. You could have been dreaming your dream. You know, you could have been seeing your vision.
And
But
hood mentality is
instead,
holding you back.
your mental is focused on paranoia, anxiety, you know, like depression. There's levels to it. And everyone, there's different levels of all of this for, you know, for the older folk, their level of paranoia and anxiety. Because when we leave the house, that's when it kicks in for them.
Russia.
They could be doing something productive. Maybe your dukes could have been enjoying themselves, you know, maybe like reading some Quran or doing whatever. But at the end of the day,
etc.
they're just thinking all day like, yo, when is he coming? when he's coming.
That's real shit, fam. So let's delve into some solutions. We said how paranoia is one of the, to be honest, I don't know any other hood tendencies that are, there's hood tendencies everywhere, but one of the main ones is paranoia. This is one we want to talk about. Let's talk about some solutions to conquer paranoia. And I'll speak for
It's
myself.
like, yo, I have a
Next week
question
for
too.
you guys.
Like,
Just
I have
wait for a
one
second,
thing.
wait for a second. There was some solution that I go about. You guys can go ahead and then you can continue on with your question. Is, yo, when I'm stepping out of my crib, I make sure to read my adhkars. Read your Ayatul Kursi, read your du'as, and just move about. Don't think 24/7, yo, I'm gonna get backdoored. Yo, don't think 24/7, the car behind me is gonna bark at me.
Because everything is written, and if it's gonna happen, it's going to happen.
Exactly, because there's been innocents that died, there have been people that are in the streets that died. At the end of the day, I am not streets affiliate, so I'm not gonna claim shit like that. But, so it's like, yo, by moving smarter, you can avoid certain situations. If it's raining down, it's raining down at the end of the day. So it's like, yo, that if you're out late nights, just in, let's say if you're in the end of the night, just parked up, windows tinted, lights on, that's putting yourself in a vulnerable situation.
And one thing too is like if I have a hoodie on or a hat on, I'll take it off. Like when I'm in the hot ends, right?
That's fair.
That's one thing too, you
Okay.
know.
And a free man.
Be presentable, but like not presentable, you know, like in a way.
For me, it's kind of like, yo, especially like, we all know, everyone here knows somebody or knows somebody who knows somebody that died because of gun violence, you know?
Yeah.
And we know innocence as well, like, you know? And like, in a moment, like, it's really hard to even talk about, you know, and put into words, but basically, like, when those situations happen to us, like, seeing a brother of mine that, like, I grew up with dying because of something that he's not affiliated with, it opened my eyes. And, you know, it made me think, though, oh, all this paranoia, all this negative vibes, I have to, like, overcome it. Not because that served to me as a lesson, not only to, like, kind of elevate myself out of this type of situation, but to also realize that, yo, like, the only way I could conquer this negativity is with positivity. And at the end of the day, what I could do, like you guys said, everything's written. So at the end of the day, like, the only thing I have to worry about is not changing the people that are doing this, but just change myself and then spark people that are on that same wave. You know, PLP.
That's what PLP is. And to be honest, like, yo, some people may, sorry for interrupting you, some people may think, yo, PLP is corny. But no, if you come into the mindset of, like, yo, PLP, peace, love, and prosperity.
I have a question though. Wait, this I'm gonna shatter it, because this love is not corny. PLP is not corny, because you know why? Today, if everyone comes to a janazah or somebody dies in the community, everybody's showing love. No matter the person who doesn't even know that person that well, just know them a little bit, acquaintances, everybody's showing love, you know? So, but my thing is, what's the point of showing love when people are dead, fam? Show love when we're alive, because that's when the love has an effect. And
that's what
more.
PLP is. That's
exactly.
what PLP is.
So how is it not corny when we're faced with, like, real life situations like death? That's when love is not corny. That's when everyone 100%. Wants to subscribe to love, even though that person can't get that love anymore. But now when we're all, that's why, yo, the whole point of it is to show love while you're still alive. And like that, like, a lot of lessons taught me that, but the biggest lesson that taught me that and kind of encouraged me with the voice of the Sidewalks was, like, you know, like, our brother passing away and he's innocent, you know?
That's
like,
how this podcast came about.
That made me think that,
100%.
yo, man, like, I want to be just, even if anything, just a positive spark. Even if it's a little spark, just a positive spark in our country, in our city, in our community, globally. Because at the end of the day, fam, when I leave this earth, all I could do is hope for.
And we want to change that love too, for real. Like, not only show love when people are gone and stuff, but show love to people that are trying to do something bigger,
Yes,
you know, than the environment.
Exactly, like.
And that's what it is.
So it's like, yo, at the end of the day, all of our solutions is basically, yo, just be on your toes, of course, and then just move accordingly, inshallah. And inshallah khair, fam, if your time comes, at the end of the day. It's just be on your P's and Q's. That's the whole essence of PLP. I want to show people that, yo, you, whatever you mean to me, I will express it to you, and I'll make you know that I don't have any resentment towards you, because I don't want you having hatred towards me, and then Yawm al-Qiyamah, Garno, it's a bang off, fam, live, you know? So, real, that's all it is, man. Yeah. But yeah, free man, what's going on then? You had something else you wanted to delve into?
To be honest, I want to dive into, like,
Go.
You know what's a problem? Low man syndrome.
What's going on?
Borso Wen has an interesting.
Yeah. I don't mean like this, but either way, I'm gonna let you know stuff. Oh, wallahi, I have a phobia of short people, fam. That midgets.
Why do you have a
Terrified.
Why? What was this ever a situation that?
Fam, I'm not talking about like short people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about like midgets, stumpy, like it's ah.
I can't even lie
Thinking
to
about them. Thinking
Yeah.
about
They
them.
have no
I
ponytails.
can't even
Yeah,
lie.
so
One
imagine
time,
that,
one
like-
time, true story. $20 fought a midget in Walmart.
So
Go ahead.
wallahi. Did you fold him for
Me
me?
and my bro.
Did you crush him for me?
Me and my bro see
Forget-
the
forget
me and my
Christian.
bro
Forget
see the
Christian.
real life midget.
Why
We
are
see the real life midget. We're I forgot what section we're in. I think it's a basketball. We're getting a basketball. Brought a hoop. We're in the thing. I'm laughing at him. This guy comes up to my bro.
Why are you laughing
Gives
at
him the
Why you
crazy.
laughing?
Cause it's funny. It's funny.
You're laughing at
It's like
someone's
seeing a unicorn.
video.
It's like seeing a
Yeah.
unicorn.
Cause you
This
can't.
guy
You're an
goes to my
asshole.
bro.
I'm
This guy
scared
goes
of
to
him.
my. This guy goes to my bro. John Moran dunks. Lost him in the face.
Allah.
He just went straight
How
toes.
short are we talking?
Huh?
How short are you talking?
Knees deep.
Knees.
That's
Oh
like
my
that's solid
God.
3 feet. That's solid 3 feet.
Well,
No,
no.
but at the end of the day, you're just an asshole. You just laughed at someone's syndrome
Huh?
or someone's condition.
Well,
Man,
I never
like, both
laughed. I just laughed because it was so random.
No, Boriswood has an actual phobia, and he's like, yo, his phobia is some type of traumatizing experience. You're just an asshole.
That's a traumatizing experience. I laugh. That's funny.
Yo, Tony
Yeah.
has a rap sheet for dissing midgets.
Yeah.
Remember Clubhouse?
No. And then, yo,
Fucking
this
God.
is one thing that I wanted to say. This is
Chill,
a question,
chill, chill.
this is a question I want
Shut
to
up,
ask
shut
you
up,
guys.
Jake, shut up. Nah, I'm not gonna see it. He's gonna
This is
come. He's
something
gonna
I want to
come.
ask you guys. Have you guys ever been to a Jamaican restaurant, Meisha, some try to order munchies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question about, and I shout love to all my Jamaican people. Jamaican people, fam, they influence culture in different ways to the point where we're saying anytime I hail man them, wagwan. So it's like, yo, I'm surrounded by Jamaican people, Caribbean people.
I was
But
raised
one-
by them,
I was
yars.
raised by them, fam. I was raised by them in the churches. One issue I have with them is, fam, especially the dookies, fam. Why are they so aggressive, intimidating, fam? It's like, yo, fam, they just love. It's a staring contest.
Yeah, no, they're very
24 fam, I'm in an elevator trying to go to my crib. Auntie I knew my whole life. Hi auntie.
That's
Just 'cause
that's
just
cursing
'cause
hello.
Yeah, that's how they greet you.
No, but that's how
We'll
they
talk
show
about
love.
the
That's how they
customer
show love.
service.
Fam.
That's how they show love. That's
not
their love.
That's not love.
Yeah, it is.
Fam,
Read this.
if I walk in Mayshots, I want you to disrespect me, fam. Give me that jerk chicken.
You're different.
I'm-
You're different.
No, because if they're moving
You're
nice,
different.
fam,
This
something's
guy's
weird.
This guy's
wallah.
kinky.
No.
No,
If
you
you
know
go
this?
any other store, fam, talk to me nice. Well,
Fam.
if I go to Jamaican cuisine, fam, and they're moving nice, something's up. Wallahi, something's up.
No, you know what it is? In order for the food
They're
to
gonna
be
lace your
top, in order
chicken,
for the
chill
top,
out.
no, in order for the food
They're
to
gonna
be
lace your
top
chicken.
tier, the Jamaican food, the jerk chicken, barbecue chicken, in order for it to be top tier, the food has to be disrespectful. So that means they gotta be disrespectful.
No.
But imagine it's Mr.
That's
Situation.
a match.
First time I ever went to fucking Meisha's Jamaican restaurant. I walk in, confused. I'm trying to just observe things. It's a busy day. They're trying to get shit done. And they want me out of there immediately. I'm going in. What kind of rice do you guys have? Oxtail, this. They throw up rice and peas. What's the ingredients of rice and peas? Is it spicy? They're just, what you want, you?
You're asking for it. Yeah.
That's me asking for it. Now I know, of
This
course.
Tony
I'm
stop
a
me
jerk.
all pussy boy.
Yeah, not even pussy, fam. They just grill you, and that stare, fam. It's like my mom's stare, fam. I don't know you guys. My mom's stare intimidates me. They have
100%. I think that's everybody.
Yeah, imagine being stared at by the cook in the background who's chefing up. He's like, yo, what's this idiot? He doesn't
They
know
look
his
at you like
No,
this,
you're
sir.
getting- yeah.
So that's all
They
it
look at
is.
you like this,
No,
sir.
they don't. What I realize, Yadis don't like wasting time. They don't like wasting time.
Exactly.
They don't like wasting time, fam,
Wasting,
but
yeah.
they never follow the timing on their store. Sometimes 11, sometimes 10, you know? There's no...
If you're trying to go to war with them, that's you.
I don't know about you guys, but I
Right.
fuck with that.
Yeah,
I fuck with it, fam.
fuck with it
I
now.
love that genuine
adapted-
vibe.
I adapted to it now, of course. But imagine a 16-year-old university at grade 9. I'm fucking going to school. Hey, lunchtime, let's go grab Jamaican food. For what? Toonie Tuesdays, fam. Those are Toonie Tuesdays are bumping. Or it'll be two something for lunch special.
Or
You
Blue
go-
Sky,
Yeah,
yeah.
Blue
Yeah.
Sky. you know,
He
little
doing
blue
this
drink on
dance.
the
I
side.
like that. Do that
Yeah.
TikTok dance.
They're
Show them the
bumping,
clip.
they're bumping their reggae in the background. It's the whole vibe. So I come there, it looks normal, everything. So we're just enjoying ourselves. But they just give that negative energy. Yo, who's an outsider in my store?
But it makes the food taste better, I think.
It does. So that's why I accepted it, fam. At this day, fam, I still eat Jamaican food.
Yeah.
Jamaican food's top tier, fam.
It
It is, fam.
It is.
It's beautiful.
Did I tell you guys why I'm scared of midgets?
Go ahead.
I need
Nah,
to
go on.
get
Go
this-
ahead, get it off your chest.
I
If
need
you
to
want-
get this off my chest. Hold on. I work at a. I'm not gonna say the
So,
name.
yeah, you're
I'm
at
not
a
gonna dox.
location.
I'm not gonna dox
You work at a
myself,
location,
but
yeah.
I am a assistant manager at a dispensary,
Go ahead.
and people obviously buy weed there.
Yeah.
Tutus, a vertically challenged person walked in the door.
You guys are penis. You call the bitch a vertically challenged, fam. This guy's out of pocket.
Either way,
Wow.
she buys her weed. I was very vague and dry with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she gave me the money, and I kind of like flinched as she
Yeah.
was giving me the $20 bill.
Yeah.
And she kind of looked at me. She's like, "Yo, what's wrong with this guy?"
Did you bend your whole hand across the counter?
No, it was like a. I
You
kind of
hesitated.
hesitated. I
Pump
pump, I pump faked. I'm like, you know what I mean? Is she gonna bite me or some shit? I was giving her back her change, and it was just, I dropped all the change because I kind of jerked,
Yeah.
and I just dropped all, and she just looking at me like,
What's wanted?
You're like,
what's
fuck
wanted?
no, baby.
And I helped her with the change, and it was just like, she accidentally touched me.
And then you just backed your hand.
I backed up. And from that point onward, she knew something was up. She's like, what's
Are you
wrong?
afraid of me?
Are you afraid of me? And then I'm sweating bricks. And it's just like, I couldn't speak. I was just hesitating to speak, and I was like, yeah, and then she just walked out.
You choked in the
I
moment,
choked in the moment.
Is she a regular customer?
She isn't now.
Oh, she isn't.
She isn't.
You
now.
haven't seen
right?
her
You had
since?
an
Never
Eminem,
seen
you had
her.
an Eminem 8 Mile moment, right?
Exactly. I
Literally.
choked.
No, that's all it was. But fam, these phobias, it's nothing offensive. It's something that
It's
he has
scary,
to-
it's scary.
He has to adapt and overcome it. So it's like, yo, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone, but if
Yeah,
anyone
I'm
wants
trying-
to,
yeah.
if anyone wants to meet Boris to win and have a discussion, be like, hey,
If you're short and if you're a midget, yeah, I appreciate the help a lot.
yeah,
That's
help him move on.
Yeah, that's not no
Move on.
biggie too.
It's new experiences, you just gotta learn in life, but that's okay. We're gonna segue into our quote of the day.
Time.
And
Time.
it kind of just branches off everything we talked about today, and it's pretty light. So the quote of the day is, do not take life too seriously. You'll never get out of it alive.
Repeat that for them. Repeat that
I
for
said,
them.
do
Yes,
not
yes.
take life too seriously. You will never get out of it alive.
And at the end of the day, that's the summary of this whole episode. That's bars
Laugh
right
tail,
there.
laugh tail.
That's
And it's quoted by Albert Hubert. I don't know who
Shout
that
out
is.
to Albert Hubert. That's all it is, fam. Life, you should enjoy life. We're here for a short time, not a long time at the end of the day. Be on your deen at the end because we're Muslims, but just try to enjoy life. Don't move grungy 24/7.
Have some laughs. Be a joy boy.
Yeah, be a joy boy, fam. Shout out all the One Piece references. Anyone who's listening to One Piece, that might be a spoiler, so at the end of the day.
Salute, Draco,
One Piece
Soldier.
Bro, that's a whole
That's
separate
the topic.
topic.
One Piece
Is One
cake.
Piece too long? Find out next time.
But next time on
Yeah.
BOTS,
So, man,
to be
the-
continued.
BOTS, don't stress. We
Like,
out. Bro.
subscribe, comment down below. Curious Catalyst. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You're not a bad guy.
So it's hello, goodbye, and
Show us
or
love, show us
fuck
hate.
off.
We
Yeah.
love.
Don't know.